Hey everybody!
Hey guys!
Welcome back to our channel. Thank you guys very much for checking this video out. We're still moving along the beginning of the new year, so thanks for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed the video. We gotta head to town. We are a little late. So, because we had the propane problem situation this morning, we're gonna take this gray one to town and we're gonna buy some propane while we're at it. But right now I'm gonna get these boys to their dental appointments. We have hit the traffic, you guys. We have made it over here to dental. Something's going on with scheduling, so today is just gonna be Jackson. We're done with dental and we made a stop at BK. Jackie's in the back. The truck seems massive. So we're gonna go head over to Lowe's, then we're gonna go get some propane, then I'm gonna take these guys back to the house, hook up the propane, then I'm gonna take off to work because I gotta go work on something today. I was gonna skip it out till tomorrow, but the owner called and they need some work done today. They're chasing a short in an ignition wire in one of the work trucks, so I'm gonna go help them figure that out. All right, we stopped back by here on our way to the propane joint. I'm gonna take these bolts off of here and see if I can just get this hub off because it doesn't seem like this bearing is loosening up at all. And it's spinning freely, it's just the part that I need to come off is not coming off. The other side came off pretty quick, I guess. This one, not so much. You good back there, babe? We're almost home, you guys. We're gonna be back to the house here in about 5-10 minutes. Okay, I am heading back to Gallup now. We got back to the house and I unloaded the propane bottle. I hooked everything up, tested everything. Everything is good. So I got some tools together. I got the things that I need. I'm gonna go run back into Gallup. I'm gonna go to my bro Benny's house and see what I can do about getting the hub off so I can look at getting the drum off of there. And then after that, I'm gonna go take off to the shop and see what needs to be done about this truck real quick. And hopefully I can get it taken care of tonight and then be back home for dinner. I'm heading back to the house, you guys. I pulled the part off of Benny's car and I went by the shop, but everything was locked up and the truck I need to work on was still outside. So if I was there tonight, I would just be pulling it in and moving stuff out of the way. I will do that in the morning. So I'm heading back home. I gotta edit some video. I gotta work on a few things too at home. But I'm heading back right now. I made it back to the house, you guys. My brain kept thinking meatloaf, so I just came home. I got that part though. After I eat, I'm gonna go outside and see what I can do about it. I might have to torch it, but if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna use the grinder to cut it off. And if all else fails, I told him he'll just be buying a new spindle because I don't know how that one got stuck. I don't know what they did to it before I even got there, so
It was
I'll
really
see
bad.
what I can do. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I'm sure you will.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, and thank you for the food, and please bless the hands that have.
Crazy morning, guys, but it's a little earlier than usual, and I'm here to check this one. It's got a starting problem, so it'll start with that, but it won't start from the inside of the ignition. So I'm going to go through it real quick and see if I can figure this out. We've got this ignition switch out. A lot of things going on right now. The forklift that had the leak is going out right now to get work done, and the Mustang is getting cleaned. The green Ford is moved out of the way. I need some wiring for that. The owner's going to go pick that up right now. But we are working on one of the work trucks outside, and I'm inside in the warmth trying to work my brain and figure this out on the internet with wiring diagrams first. So it's working on that F350, and that power stroke's got a problem starting online. A few of the forums show that a few people have that same problem. So the owner went to go pick up some wire, a couple of connectors that I need, a few things. Also an alternator because we have a van that came in that needs an alternator changed on it, so I'll be doing that right now. This Honda Odyssey needs a new alternator, so I'm going to take it out while the new one is being picked up. Holy cow, this is going to be fun. Man, you guys, you wouldn't believe this, but as long as I've been working on rides, I have yet to encounter a tensioner like this. This one's been giving me problems. Apparently there's a special Honda tool you need for that little bolt head that's not actually a bolt, and the other one right up above there. So apparently there's a tool needed for that. So the tool is supposed to twist this one backward, this one forward, while it pivots on that bolt. I don't have that tool, so I'm gonna cover this pulley and pry this apart here, pull the belt off, and then I'll worry about the tensioner when I put it back on. But I gotta get to the alternator, which is right there. Man, this is gonna be fun. But at least it's warm in here. I gotta take my sweater off. It's been quite a day already. So when I drove in this morning, I was with Grandma and Michael. And when they were done doing what they were doing, Grandma and Michael picked me back up at the shop, and then we got some gas, and then we came home. And I dropped them off at the house, said hello to Mama Bear, and I took off. So now I'm heading back to Gallup. I'm going to go finish what I was doing. That van that I'm working on is a little crazy. I've never seen the tensioner like that before. Kind of weird. But I've never changed an alternator on a Honda Odyssey. So that's what I'm working on. And I got a problem with, I'm assuming, what's going to be the neutral safety switch on that F350 with the power stroke. It's not cranking. It'll start when we cross it at the solenoid, but it won't start with the key no matter what we do. So we checked a few things, we've checked all the relays, and the next on the list is going to be that neutral safety switch. So when I get back and finish the alternator, I got to get back under the dash under that truck and see what's going on with that one. I made it back to the shop, and look at this. Look at the corrosion in this. Back to this though. I've got this mostly out of the way so I can get to that alternator right there. I was told this thing has a front main seal leak. Looks like something else. This was the old power block that we cut off. And after it was cut off, I went and found this piece so we could fit this huge wire in there, and then got everything situated. Now it's got power. This one is new as well. Power problem is fixed, and as I was fiddling with this is what starts the truck. So when you turn the key, it'll move this down, and this goes to key on. This goes to key on, and then when you go past here, it'll go to start, and it doesn't start usually. So when I was fooling with the shifter handle, you can see how loose that is in there underneath. So I got to pull the neutral safety switch. Alright, I've got all this put back together, and I've got everything wired up the way it needs to be wired up. I've got all the adjustments that I needed to make. So now that the battery's charging, I'm going to see if this thing will crank with the key. That's a good sign. Nice. Started no problem. Alright, I got this bearing and hub inside this bearing press. Let's see what we can do. Now I popped this out. Made it back over here. I put on the ABS sensor, so I'm going to tighten that up, and then I'm going to put the spindle back on here. I made a whole round, and I made it back. I went to Benny's. I put the thing on. I put the spindle on, and then I left. And then when I was at Lowe's getting the red chili and the rolls, I realized that I forgot to put that backing plate on that spindle, so I got to go back over there to Benny's tomorrow and do that. I was just going to leave with my 15 on the way back, but that's like my 10. Can't really lend that out because I'm going to lose it pretty soon anyway, and I'm going to enjoy it as long as I can. But I stopped by Lowe's, and then I came back, and when I came back, Mama Bear's working on her beading.
Check out what I made, guys.
Look at that. How crazy is that? Those are some of the coolest hoops I've ever seen.
Thank you.
I don't remember seeing anything like. I mean, I've seen cool stuff, and there's a lot of cool hoops that I've seen, but I don't really remember seeing anything like that. That's cool.
Thanks.
Tonight we are having pisoli. We had dinner. We've been sitting in the room for a bit and asked Mama Bear if we had any sweets, and this is what she said we have.
Ribbon candy.
I like ribbon candy.
Ooh, it's so good. This one is the cinnamon one.
That's the one I will try then. The cinnamon one, you guys, tastes like the Leslie's suckers.
It's so good.
If you're from New Mexico, they sell these little cube suckers that's just a square block of cinnamon. Kind of awesome. They also sell the ones that are like, what do they have in it? Like a scorpion and a worm, stuff like that.
Yeah, scorpion, centipede.
Weird stuff.
Yeah.
The cinnamon ones are awesome. It's just a red cube.
I love it.
I like it a lot. These are pretty good. Good morning, guys. School was canceled today. Snow everywhere. So everybody's outside. There's Michael. Draven is right there with Daisy.
Hello.
There's Jackson. You guys having fun out here?
Yeah.
Daisy really liked it out here.
I'm gonna go take off to work now. This is gonna be fun. Road's a little slippery today, guys. It's not like really bad compared to how bad it could get here, but it's a lot slipperier than it was yesterday. The road's not getting any better. I was passing a railroad track a while ago. I saw a sheriff's deputy parked beside the road, kind of off the road. I stopped to ask if he was all right. I didn't know if he was stuck or anything. Said he was good, so I rolled on. Now I'm headed in. Yeah, the road is kind of slippery. It's a little bit worse than it was earlier. I made it into town to my bro Benny's, and I forgot to put that plate on here yesterday, so I'm gonna do that right now. I have to sweep some of this off too. We are slowly finding the pieces and getting this put back together. Started snowing again though. It's picking up a little bit. We've been looking for 2 screws to hold this on, so we're gonna have to go run to O'Reilly's and pick some up. We looked all over in this joint. You checking again?
Yeah, I'm checking again.
We're trying to find the M10 1.0 bolt. So the 1.0 is like the width and that, but I need an M10, which is that size, lengthwise. So they have M10s here, but these are all 1.25, and those are a little too thick. They're only using one side all the way up. All right, so after a little bit of research, we figured out what size bolt was gonna fit. We got a pack of them. We're back over here, and I'm gonna put this on now. The truck that I was working on yesterday, that needed the park neutral switch adjusted so it could start right, it needed an alternator because it died last night when I was running it. The owner changed the alternator, and now it's getting no response at all, so I'm gonna go check this truck out really quick, and then I'm gonna head back over to Cousin Benny's and finish what I was doing with his brakes. The screws that we got were a little too long, but we bought the shortest ones at O'Reilly's, so we gotta figure that out. So the alternator is new, but once the heater was turned on, this thing died, and we're trying to figure it out. So I've got it hooked up to the Jeep, it's charging it, and I've tried to start it a few times now. It almost gets there, but it just cranks. Definitely needed some of this. Alright, you guys. I went over to the shop and I fixed the truck that I needed to work on. I was working on it yesterday and I needed to change the alternator today, but I wanted to get Cousin Benny's car running today because he needs to like get to work and stuff, get food, get his mom to the hospital, to appointments. So I was trying to get Benny's ride running, and we did a whole loop around Gallup looking for screws. We finally got them, so I told him to find some washers and I would go work on this other truck. I've got the truck started, I've got it charging, I've got the heater working, and before I even took off from there, I turned it off and turned it back on a few times to make sure that it was gonna start. So now the work truck is working. And I'm heading back over here to Cousin Benny's, and I'm gonna finish his car. 2 hours later, I figured out how this goes, and I finally got it on after I smashed my shin where I thought I broke it the other week. Sure looks nice out here. I'm out here at my bro Gene's house. I'm gonna go head back over to Benny's right now. Man, this looks pretty cool. Okay, you guys, I'm back over here at Cousin Benny's, and I'm gonna bleed the brakes real quick. So the brakes are working now. There's still some air in the lines, but his car stops now and it works. So he's gonna go use that to get his food and whatever he needs to get, his meds. I'm gonna go home. It's been a long day. It's 30 degrees outside and I'm gonna go home. Looks like somebody made a big old mess coming in the road right there. And this looks like my track from this morning. Oh yeah, this is definitely when I left this morning. put the Jeep back in the carport for safekeeping. I made it home, you guys. Check out what's for dinner. And some tortillas. I was told that Draven made his own tortilla tonight. That's awesome, Draven.
It took Daddy like 34 years.
It was 39.
30 something years to make his first. Well, guys, that's it for this video.
Thank you guys again for stopping by, checking it out, hanging out with us. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day.
Yes. You guys take care, stay safe, and stay warm out there.
Later.
Peace.